To science. What occurred on each day of creation?
Day 1, Earth, space, time, light. Day 2, atmosphere. Day 3, dry land, plants. Day 4, sun, moon, stars. Day 5, fish, sea creatures, birds. Day 6, land animals, Adam and Eve.
Perfect. What are some land biomes?
Some land biomes are grassland, desert, scrubland, tundra, deciduous forest, coniferous forest, tropical rainforest.
Perfect. What are 3 types of consumers?
3 types of consumers are producer, consumer, decomposer.
Getting ahead of it. What are 3 types of consumer?
Omnivore, herbivore.
Good. What are some parts of the food chain?
Some parts of the food chain are producer, consumer, decomposer.
Good. What are some cycles in nature?
Some cycles in nature are water cycle, carbon and oxygen cycle, nitrogen cycle.
Great. How do animals react to environmental change?
In reaction to environmental change, animals can react, adapt, migrate, hibernate.
Very good. What are 6 forms of pollution?
6 forms of pollution are noise, air, water, land, thermal, radioactive.
Good. What are some aquatic biomes?
Some aquatic biomes are streams and lakes, ponds and rivers, wetlands and estuaries, oceans and seas.
Very good. I'm just marking the ones you've gotten done so far. Okay. Well, that was the one we just did. What are some parts of the sun?
Some parts of the sun are core, radiative zone, convective zone, sunspots, photosphere, solar flare, corona.
Very good. What are the names of the planets?
The names of the planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune.
Very good. What are the phases?
I was going to say Pleptune.
Pleptune? You're trying to bring
Pluto.
Pluto back. Me too. Okay. What are the phases of the moon?
The phases of the moon are new, crescent, quarter, gibbous, full.
Excellent. What are some other bodies in our solar system?
Some other bodies in our solar system are asteroids, meteorites, comets.
Good. I don't think they'd fault you if it wasn't in order, but you did correct it in order. All right. Halfway. What are some names of U.S. space missions?
Some names of U.S. space missions are Mercury, Gemini, Apollo shuttle.
Very good. What are the states of matter?
The states of matter are solid, liquid, gas, plasma.
Excellent. All right. We're moving into Newton. No, we're not. What are 2 forms of energy?
2 forms of energy are potential and kinetic.
Good. What is Newton's first law of motion?
Newton's first law of motion states that an object in rest tends to remain at rest, and an object in motion tends to continue moving in a straight line at a constant speed unless an outside force acts upon it.
Great. What is Newton's second law of motion?
Newton's second law of motion states that force times mass equals acceleration, or force equals mass times acceleration.
Very nice. Good catch. What is Newton's third law of motion?
Newton's third law of motion states that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Very good. Let me mark those. What is the first law of thermodynamics?
The first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created or destroyed.
Good. What is the second law of thermodynamics?
Often called the law of entropy, the second law of thermodynamics explains why heat flows from an area of higher temperature to an area of lower temperature.
Perfect. What is the third law of thermodynamics?
The third law of thermodynamics explains that it is impossible to reach a state of absolute zero temperature.
Very good. States, explains. Very good. Okay. What are some ways light is observed?
Some ways light is observed are reflection, refraction, spectrum, wave, particle.
Okay, slow it down and say it again.
Some ways light is observed are through spectrum, wave, reflection, refraction, spectrum, wave, particle.
Good. I thought I heard an M at refraction. I just wanted to make sure we were there. Okay, how does heat flow?
Heat flows through or by
By.
conduction, convection, convection, radiation.
Radiation. Good. What units are used to measure electricity?
These units are used to measure electricity. Ohms measure resistance, volts measure voltage, amps measure currents, and watts measure power.
Very good. These units measure electricity. Ohms measure resistance. Yada yada. Boom. Excellent work.